Right, we are here in Munich after an hour train from Nuremberg. Should have been the easiest train, but there was severe delays everywhere and platforms changing last minute. German trains have been phenomenal. Obviously, happens to be the last one that isn't. But yeah, this is our last stop in Germany. I've loved Germany, absolutely loved it. Got a beer that's brewed in Munich because of course you've got to try the local one. So cheers. There's not been a beer yet that I haven't fucking absolutely loved. So big up to Munich, and yeah, big up the Germans. I am about to enter something very historical, to have a pint. Something that's so fucking historical, dark history, where I can drink beer. Let's go inside. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hofbräu House of Munich, where you probably won't be able to hear me very well, but where in 1920 Adolf Hitler done his first speech for the Nazi Party. This become a location iconic to the Nazi Party from 1920 on. And now we can just go in here and drink a fucking pint. Unbelievable stuff. I cannot tell you how weird this feels. It feels so weird. It's become a hall where people are interacting, engaging. You take a seat anywhere, you sit next to random strangers, talk about the fucking world. But as I say, in 1920, this had a very dark, twisted history. This was where Hitler gave his 25-step program about the Nazi Party, and it became quite a symbolic place for the change in German politics.
You can drink a Russ. It's called in Germany. It's white beer, Weißbier.
I can't say enough how cool it is to be here. The vibe is unbelievable. You can hear the noise. Just strangers talking to people. It's unbelievable. That's good. Right, I cannot talk highly enough of this place. A dark history, right? The beer hall opened up in 1527. And it, well, as I say, 1920, dark history. Adolf Hitler, the Nazi Party, inside this beer hall. But that is not present today, right? What a fucking vibe. Sitting there opposite a wonderful German family, having a little bit of the old German humour. You've got a specified taste. They really do have a specified taste. But I absolutely love it, right? Ladies and gentlemen, Hofbräu House, Hitler's beer hall, complete. God bless Munich, and God bless the fucking wonderful people of Germany. I cannot describe the vibe of Munich. It's like nothing I've ever fucking experienced in my life. The people are friendly, yet not too friendly. The bars are lively, yet not too lively. So I can't fucking put my finger on it. I just fucking like it. I like Munich. Munich's quality, mate. If you want a pint, you want a beer, you want to go to historic places, right, Munich is for you, okay? The fact that I have just drunk in a beer hall where Adolf Hitler once done speeches for the Nazi parties is insane. and I'm still on the fucking beers now. Been to a German boozer, done a German beer, lovely, quality, proper fucking beer, as the German beers are. Had no ads for a beer. I've had a local beer in Cologne, I've had a local beer in Berlin, I've had a local beer in Nuremberg, and I've had a local beer in Munich. Plus now, the last beer I had, didn't film it, what was it, Arlinger, a local beer to Munich, but just on the outskirts in a little village in Munich. The fucking beer is unbelievable. They know how to brew a beer. Plus the beer that I had in the Hofbräu house here, Hitler's Beer Hall, which is only available in the fucking beer hall. The beer is unbelievable. I love Germany. I love everything about Germany. If you're gonna pick a place in Europe to sort of travel around, you know, feel a good vibe, have good food, have good beer, I recommend Germany. Do it. You can do the trains as easy as they come. They are so simple. They are so fucking cheap. Do Germany. Do not sleep on Germany. People talk about Holland. People talk about, you know, Prague, Amsterdam, Budapest, Krakow. Not a lot of people talk about Germany. Come to Germany. Please come to Germany. It's an amazing place, an amazing vibe. The people, they're not overly friendly, I'm not going to lie to you, but it is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal place, and I am so sad that this is my last stop in Germany. I wish I could spend another 2-3 fucking weeks walking around the streets of Germany, but I can't. And that is what it is. I'm having another fucking pint because this place looks unfucking believable. Day 2 in Munich. Once again, we started a little bit later because we had a lot of beers last night. Munich's phenomenal. Highly recommend Munich. It's hot. It's 30 degrees. This heat has come out of nowhere. It was quite sort of cold leading up to this point. We was having our jackets on. At one point I was considering paying 50 euros for a fucking hoodie that just says I love Berlin on it, and now I'm considering walking around stark bollock naked. That's how hot it's become. But it's a good training session for Italy, I suppose. I think we're standing outside the Munich Cathedral. As I say, it's not a European trip without going inside a fucking old church. Yeah. But it's like that I've figured out. Iconic cathedrals are all around the world, and they're all free to go into, apart from in England, apart from St Paul's. £30 going to St Paul's. What does this country do wrong, man? Absolutely disgraceful. But here we are at the entrance. Yeah, as I say, I'm pretty sure they're free to enter. You see by the interior, it's actually quite modern on the inside. It's a little bit similar to St Paul's, I suppose, in a way, but yeah, absolutely stunning inside. No hats. Naughty, naughty. She's going to hell. It's nice and cool in here as well. Yeah, I won't film too much, but big up Munich, guys. Absolutely love Munich. Love Germany, to be fair. Old church number about 600 ticked off the list. It does annoy me, right? There's signs everywhere that says, you know, remove your hat, no hats allowed. And the amount of people that are walking around with hats on, you know, it's a sign of respect, isn't it? It's a place of worship. You do it in any place of worship, you take your hat off. It's a sign of respect. There's a lot of people going to hell, I'm afraid to say. Obviously, you know, kids do what you like. Priests, they love kids, you know, really love kids. In fact, they overly love kids. So they can do what they like, right? But, you know, grown men, grown women, take your fucking ass off, man. Sort your life out. Anyway, cheers. Massive fan of Liam Gallagher. I said maybe, I don't really want to know. We are here at another iconic historical site to do with Germany in the 1930s into the 1940s. I keep getting muted every time I mention his name, so we're not going to mention his name. But you know the little naughty man I'm talking about. We are talking about the Charlie Chaplin lookalike, of course. When he rose to power in 1933, he wanted Munich to be a hub for all of his political rallies and his political speeches and everything else. So he used this square to do speeches for his soldiers to line up, to march, to salute him. Because, yeah, as I say, he wanted Munich to be the hub. He wanted Munich to be the change in German politics. The grass was removed and concrete slabs were put down. But once the war was over, I believe it was actually the American army that redesigned it. They knocked down a few of his buildings that he put up. They brought back the grass. So there we have it. It's another iconic thing to do with German history in the 1930s. Fascinating to me. As I say, I keep getting muted every time I mention a guy's name. I keep getting muted, and then I appeal it, and then they go, oh, okay, no, he wasn't saying anything crazy. He was actually just talking about history. So one of the videos where I was in his beer hall has been muted, which is a shame. It's such a cool video, and I really want people to check it out, but the sound's been removed. It will be back. I promise it will be back. But until then, he will just be known as the Charlie Chaplin lookalike with shitter hair, I suppose. I suppose he would hate me probably calling him that, which makes me want to call him that. There we have it, and they're filming something over there. I don't know whether there's a famous person, like a model shoot or some kind. Is she a model? People of Germany, let me know. If they want a male model, one slightly ugly, then they should hit me up. I'm ready and waiting. Thank you very much anyway, and thank you for watching. This could be one of the last videos I do in Germany. Loved Germany, really have loved it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last night in Munich, but also the last night in Germany. What can I say about Germany? It's been a real pleasure. I have fallen in love with the country of Germany. I've fallen in love with the culture, the people, the architecture. It's been a real treat, and I'm almost quite sad to say goodbye to the country of Germany. I've almost become at one with their culture. I know that if you smile at a stranger in Germany, they will look at you like you're a smackhead or a crackhead. So don't smile in Germany. I know that if you're standing near a bin, there probably will be someone ready to dive into there and whip out a plastic bottle. And not just the homeless, also the clean-cut people of Germany will bin dive. I know that if you're driving, which I have not driven, but if you are driving, no matter how well or how safe a person is driving, beat the fuck out of them because they're not driving good enough. I also know that the humour in Germany is very dry, and you have to accept that. Their idea of humour is something very tragic happening, and that becomes top comedy news. If somebody says, ja, that is good, that will have the Germans in hysterics. I have learnt that the German people will drink a beer at 10:30 in the morning, but judge you for drinking a beer at 4:30 in the afternoon. I have also learnt if you are walking in the same direction as somebody incoming your direction, you will make eye contact, but a German person will not move out the way of you. It almost becomes a competition as to whoever moves first is the biggest pussy. And 9 times out of 10, it is me. I have fallen in love with the country of Germany. I have fallen in love with Munich. I have fallen in love with Berlin, and I have fallen in love with Nuremberg. Cologne was a letdown, but there has to be one on this journey. The next time I speak to you, I will be in the beautiful country of Italy, in Venice, with the canals, with the sun. Too much fucking sun, if I'm being honest. But with the sun, with the sangria, and with the, I probably can't say on TikTok, but we will be in Venice the next time I speak to you. So Germany, until next time, Dankeschön and Auf Wiedersehen.